Maybe I'm gonna mute everybody. The chat's going on. Let me mute it.
Oh yeah, a white earbud.
Your turn, Laura.
Let me unmute. Hey, good evening. I am so excited to welcome you all this evening to our call. I want to thank you for being here. I know, oh, look at that cute picture. I know that you all have many options on how you can choose to spend your next 30 or 40 minutes this evening. And I'm honored that you have opted to spend that time here with us. And I cannot wait to share Isagenix with you and the vehicle that is Isagenix. It has changed my life and thousands of others. So I'm so excited to be able to share this evening with all of you. Our intention for this evening is to help you see why partnering with Isagenix could be the single best decision for you, for your family, for your future right now. And so without any further ado, I want to jump in and I want to introduce you to Lauren Sims. I am honored to call her my friend and my teammate, but I think it's important that we show a little bit of the variety of backgrounds in our community, that there's not one mold that people come from. So Lauren, originally has 2 bachelor's degrees, 2 master's degrees, clinical nutritionist, fitness professional, but through her perseverance, her consistency, her hard work, and her vision, became an Isagenix millionaire motivational speaker and author. She's written 2 books as well. So it's my pleasure to turn this over, Lauren, to you and have you kick us off this evening.
Thank you, Laura, and thank you all for being here. And if anybody has a fun glass, let's just toast. Let's toast to you being here. Could be a beer, could be wine, could be Prosecco, could be sparkling water in a fun way. But cheers. Cheers to you guys for being here and making the commitment. Thank you, Laura, for the introduction. So let's, first and foremost, I just want to tell you guys, sorry, I'm like clicking too many things here, trying to add people in from the waiting room, that before Isagenix, I want to just tell you before I tell you anything else tonight, I was so skeptical. You have no idea. Like, so skeptical. Like, I ran from this industry for over a decade. I said, if one more person invites me to their house to buy something I don't need, if one more person tries to convince me how they're going to make me skinny with a pill or whatever it was, right? Like, I was so over it, but I believe that everything happens for a reason. And this company came into my life at the right timing. And that's why we're here right now, is because we believe that this could be the most perfect timing for you to really be able to say yes to an opportunity. So before anything, I'm just going to tell you that the number one thing that we do is protect our company. You know, we have the most utmost integrity. We do not treat anything. We don't diagnose anything. We don't claim to cure anything. And whether or not you want to make $500 a month with Isagenix or $5,000 a month, that we really pride ourselves on the fact that this has to do with characteristics such as you being coachable. You know, how hard you work, if you're consistent, and most of all, if you persist until, right? And likewise, if you hear some product transformation, that's all independent on unique variables. So I just want to say, with everything that we talk about tonight, that we protect our company, and so these disclaimers are up. But let's dive into what you ultimately came to learn about tonight: an additional income source. And a lot of people probably hear that and get like, oh my gosh, I have to work more. You know, it's like, oh, I don't have enough time. Like, if you guys can relate to that, blow up the chat. Because I remember when I got introduced to this, I'm like, yeah, that sounds great, but I don't have any time. Like, I don't really know when you think that will happen. But when we think about partnering with a company, and I'm going to show you how Isagenix is so brilliant and they do so much behind the scenes for us, I want you to know that this is an 18-year-old health and wellness company. Like, we're not the new kids on the block. There's plenty of opportunity to grow, but we're established. And what Isagenix has done is simplify the wellness process for everyone. So we have amazing nutrition that helps people get results with ease. And throughout the process, they provide an opportunity to earn additional income through that vehicle. It's all word of mouth distribution. We go directly from the distribution to the consumer through word of mouth, which I'm going to show you how important that really is today. So whether or not this is supplemental, whether or not you want to go on and do this full time like myself and Laura, that's based on you. But I want you to just pause for 1 second. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to keep this question in your mind and maybe the answers that are coming up throughout our presentation this evening. How much money would it take to radically change your life? Think about that right now. How much money, if you could write yourself a blank check, right, and it would be able to be cashed, how much money would it take for you to radically change your life? And what would you have to do to become that person, to have that life, to create everything that you want? And I will tell you that, part of those introductions that Laura gave me is because of Isagenix. I would never have been able to be a speaker. I would never have been able to publish books. That's because of the platform I built for Isagenix. But more than that, I wouldn't have been able to go on and impact over 15,000 lives. I wouldn't have the fulfillment I have in my heart, and I wouldn't wake up every single day with purpose. So when we think about how are we going to diversify our income, how are we going to bring in additional cash flow, this is really where Isagenix is going to show up. So when I think about where I could get additional income right now, where many of you are probably thinking about bringing in additional income, our brain goes to the gig economy, right? We think about things like Uber, or we think about things like Airbnb, and a lot of those are exchanging time for money. Or ultimately, I just want to ask you, like, are they bulletproof, right? Like, who's really in control of that income? Is it someone else or is it you? And for me personally, the reason why I said yes to Isagenix and what I want to show you right now is in my heart, wellness is the place to be. So not only am I passionate about living my best life and helping others look and feel their best, but if you are business savvy, if you're someone who's looking at market trends, this is a $4.2 billion industry. And that was even before everything that we're in right now. So you can even imagine the greater need that people have for wanting to invest in their health, for wanting to stay fit, for wanting to boost their immune system. When I think about health and wellness and I think about what are the market trends, Paige, whoever you're flirting with, you better stop. I'm totally calling her out. I can see the little goofball on the screen. This is what happens, and this is with me drinking water. So anyways, when I think about health and wellness in the world today, look at the market trends: sports performance, weight loss, healthy aging, CBD, and Isagenix is going to bring every single one of those solutions to you. So I want you to take a minute right now and think about two business models for entrepreneurs, specifically in the health and wellness industry, okay? For many of you that want to own your own product or have your own business, that was me. As a clinical nutritionist, I know what it's like. I had a brick and mortar practice for many, many years called Fuel for Life. First of all, you have to have a great product. Like, what is it that's going to distinguish you from everybody else in the industry, okay? You're going to have to raise the capital. It's not inexpensive to come up with a logo, to come up with a website, to come up with all the marketing materials. You have to file for a trademark, register with the Secretary of State, often hire a staff unless you want to do all your scheduling and billing and marketing. Of course, there's an insurance plan that needs to be there. You need to have mobile friendly options today. I surely would not have been able to build myself an app in 2008 when I had my private practice. Often you have to carry inventory. That was me, to do retail supplement exchange, coming up with incentives to drive your employees, have marketing skills. Like, if you have no idea how to market your business, how to self-promote, you have to learn that and invest in mentoring and coaching. Like, I think about how much I spent on a business coach. I think about how much I spent on a life coach when I have my private practice. So on the other hand, let's look at network marketing. First of all, they've already created the product for you. We have amazing products. They're all science-backed, cutting edge, and third-party tested. Low overhead. The only investment to get started is the food you're going to eat. Unlimited coaching and mentorship that's all given to you for free. All the resources, all the tools that Isagenix has. You do not have to carry any inventory. I always tell people if I had to sell shakes out of my trunk, I would not do it. The only products in my house is the products that me and my family use. We have distribution centers all over the world that protect our product and send them directly to the customer. You have the ability to earn while you learn. So every step of the way, you're going to be paid as you grow your skills in this business. You can work from anywhere. And I want to pause right now because that honestly is one of the best blessings and the best gifts that has come for me since I partnered with Isagenix. You know, when I was exchanging time for money as a nutritionist and as a trainer and as a bartender, I had to clock in and clock out. I mean, I was dependent on seeing clients. And I have been able to have some of my biggest paychecks in this industry on beaches like St. Thomas and the Grand Cayman. I have been able to bring on new customers flying in planes, working in my backyard while getting a suntan, at happy hour with some of my girlfriends, traveling all over the world. And I want you to just think about, like, where would you love to be able to build residual income and have incredible passive income when all you need is a laptop or a phone or Wi-Fi. The only startup cost is the food you're gonna eat. You truly have unlimited earning potential. So again, if you wanna start with a couple $100s a month as a goal, that's awesome. But if you wanna be able to make $100,000 a month, that's amazing too. And we know many people that are doing it. The sky is the limit. There is no one putting a cap on your income, and you are making a living for yourself, not someone else. And there's truly leverage for your time, which I'm going to show you a little bit later on. But when you look at the network marketing industry, many people do not know it is a $193 billion industry. That is greater than the NHL, NBA, and NFL combined. When you think about those industries and how successful they all are, that will really bring some credence to the network marketing profession. So I want you to remember, our goal tonight is to just keep it really simple. And like Laura said, show you how Isagenix can be the best decision for your family, for yourself, and for your business. So I'm going to promise you a few things. Number one, there is no investment outside of your food. You're not going to get bamboozled by somebody after this call and have a buy-in to have inventory and pay for all these things. The only investment is the products you are going to use. Our compensation plan is incredible. I'm going to draw it out for you in a little bit, but we are paid on helping other people. It is that simple. The more lives you impact, the more people that you get healthy, the more people that you help reach their goals, the greater your paycheck is going to be. And you are supported by a beautiful, beautiful team and a company with incredible high values. When you think about Isagenix, when you think about how we are described and what we raise the bar, the standard for network marketing, the standard for businesses globally, we pride ourselves on family and fun and integrity. I mean, can you imagine partnering with anybody else besides that? So let's talk a little bit here about the leverage versus no leverage income. As a nutritionist, I could only see a certain amount of clients in a day. If you're a bartender, you can only work a certain amount of hours. As a massage therapist, you can only work a certain amount of hours, whatever it may be. So let's just say that you're a go-getter, right? And you're working 12 hours a day. That's already overtime. I was working 80 to 100 hours a week before this to make ends meet. If you work 12 hours a day, 365 days a year, that means no breaks, no days off. The maximum productivity that you could create is 4,380 hours. Now, consider creating a team, right? Building a team. And even if a lot of them are customers, right? I mean, if we built a team, just a few of them decided to share, a few of them were looking at this opportunity. If 400 people worked 1 hour a day, okay, you guys, when I tell you can build a team, our team was in the hundreds in a matter of months when we joined Isagenix. Remember, everybody's business is different, but we've gone on to bless over 15,000 lives. So this example is with 400 people. If they all worked only 1 hour a day, that productivity would equate to 146,000 hours each year. So when we talk about leveraged income, this means that I put in time. Just like right now, I'm sharing the Isagenix story and vision because I love it. I do 3-way calls. I teach the compensation plan. But you know what? If I go on a 2-week vacation and a 2-week honeymoon, even though it's delayed right now, when that happens, I'm going to continue to earn because we have a team of people that are sharing the presentation, a team of people that are coaching customers, a team of people that are doing opportunity calls just like this. And before network marketing, if I had taken a 2-week vacation, I would have made zero money. I actually would have lost incredible money because working for myself, I didn't have paid time off. I didn't have benefits. So for me to not work for 2 weeks was a horrifying thought. in this business model allows so much opportunity. But I want you to be able to hear from so many other people tonight, because it's not just my story and it's not just Laura's, it's real people with real results. So I'm going to turn it back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Lauren. You get me fired up. I am so excited to introduce you guys my friend Paige, and she's going to share just how powerfully Isagenix has come into her life and changed her life. I would never know Paige, you guys, if it wasn't for Isagenix, and now she's one of my favorite travel buddies and traveling workout partners, and I'm so excited to turn it over to Paige. I'm going to mute me, and you can unmute you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Laura. I have to say I'm so grateful to have been asked to share my story on here. But before I start, I do want to say thank you so much to Lauren for all of the incredible leadership that you've given all of us. You're such a wonderful friend and mentor, and I don't know where I would be if it weren't for you in this business. So I just want to say thank you so, so much. But my story starts actually 4 years ago. I came into Isagenix for the products. As you can see there on the right, I wanted a weight loss journey, and that's really all I came for. I didn't want to know anything about the business, but you can't lose 40 pounds and not have somebody ask you what you're doing. And so I was fortunate enough to have a coach that, you know, when I said, hey, you know, this person wants to know what I'm doing, he said, why don't you get paid for it? Like, we can get you some income. We can get your products paid for. And I did that for a couple years. But the beauty of this, this company and this compensation plan really started to blossom for me in the past months with COVID and everything. I had gone into teaching fitness full time and doing some contract work. And when everything stopped, so did my income. And I was fortunate enough to have had this vehicle in which I was able to turn to and really lean on and leverage and create a wonderful income, to the point that I haven't had to claim unemployment. I haven't had to forego paying my rent or paying my bills or ask my family for money, because I was able to create something with this wonderful vehicle. All while I kept my shelves stocked with food that I was eating anyway. So, you know, if this is something that you're even considering, this is the way to go, because it's such a wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Paige. That's just so incredible what this vehicle is doing for so many. And now I'm really excited to introduce you to Cathy Rowland. Cathy Rowland is a dear, dear friend of mine. And actually, wait till you hear her story. We've been friends since high school. We go way, way back. We lost touch somewhere in there. But you can say we've known each other for a few years for sure. And I cannot wait for you to hear about her journey and her story. So Cathy, I'm going to mute myself if you want to unmute yourself, and I can't wait for you to share.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I am honored to be here. And my story started 2 years ago and 48 pounds ago, crying in my closet. And Laura and I do go way back, not going to tell you how many years, but I had been kind of stalking her on Facebook, didn't really know what she did, but reached out and said, I need you. So I started, I got into this for weight loss. I wanted to be more productive. I'm a self-employed designer. I've been doing that for years. I just wanted to be productive in life and in my work. So shortly thereafter, I just started feeling really good. And then when you start feeling good and you lose weight, everybody asks you, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So I'm telling Laura, oh my goodness, everybody's asking me what I'm doing. She said, well, you can eat for free. I was like, wow, okay. So I started sharing with some friends, the same way you would tell somebody about a great hairdresser or a restaurant. I was just like, hey, this is my favorite subject. I'm so passionate about helping busy women feel better. So one person became 10 people, and 10 people became 20 people. And then in the middle of that, my daughter got engaged. And I don't know if anybody's ever paid for a wedding, but I thought, okay, I'm going to build this a little bit more and help with the wedding. So I did that and managed to get myself into a size 6 mother of the bride dress from a size 14, crying in my closet. So I just kept building, and I made so many friends along the way and this team. And so I started thinking, I can just combine this with my design. And then in today's climate, design kind of went out the window. And the last 3 months, this little side hustle of mine has surpassed my design business. And I'm touching my heart, because I cannot tell you how grateful I am and how passionate I am about what my future looks like. And I'm in my 50s. So you are never too old. You are never too tired. You can do anything if you believe in it.
I love you. I love you. Thank you. And
Love
it's so
you.
true. And I know how much this has blessed you in the entire time from the health journey on. So thank you, Cathy. And all right, here comes Firecracker, my dear sweet friend Jenny. And I am so excited to introduce you guys to this fun, free-spirited, fun-loving, entrepreneurial beauty. And Jenny, I'm going to turn it over to you so you can tell everybody a little bit about your journey. I'll mute and you can unmute.
I love that you call me a firecracker. Thank you. You know, I'm the stubborn Sally with Isagenix. I was very skeptical when I started the products. I was very skeptical of business. Every aspect, I have been such a pain in the butt. But over the years, you guys, I have made supplemental income, and it was always on the back burner. I worked for the government. I didn't need this job. I didn't need network marketing at all. And, but I was miserable at my job. So I kept my foot in the door with Isagenix, and each year I'd make some money. Great, 10,000 a year, cool, side hustle. Then I moved to Texas from California, $500 in my pocket. Started a business up here knowing nobody, still kept Isagenix in the background. I really like to work 6 to 7 days a week apparently, and 12-hour days, and just make things difficult. What really was eye-opening is when my business stopped, when shelter in place took effect. No unemployment, no stimulus. I'm here alone in Texas. My family's in California. This is the way I'm eating, you guys. This is paying my rent. This is paying my mortgage. I own a house in another state. I'm getting medical insurance through this company. It's insane what this has done for me. And I get emotional because I was so not a believer in the business. And then today when I was thinking about this call, I look back at 2017, 18, 19, how much money I made and was just putting it to the side. How many people I've helped. And I love them. I love my team, but it's so frustrating that I did that. So if I can say anything, it's the belief, it's the culture. You're in the right place and you're on this call for a reason. It's done wonders for me in so many ways. Couldn't say enough about it.
You girls are amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And I just will reiterate, because I know on social media and everything too, that we obviously do not make any claims. There's an equal opportunity. Our income disclaimer was in the beginning of this. But what we know, and I've had the privilege and honor alongside Laura watching all of these 3 girls from the very first day they started until now, is we have seen consistent work, right? They get on trainings, they've gone to our events, their products are the products. And most of all, they care about other people. And just like they would refer a favorite boutique or a favorite restaurant or a favorite hairstylist, they referred their favorite nutritional program. And because it's consumable and people order it every single month, right? Over and over and over and over again, we earn over and over and over again. It's much like the royalties on a song. So I want you to just imagine something, okay? Like, what if you could go to bed every single night and all of those bills are paid and there was money left over? What if you could pay off your student loan debt faster than you thought? Whatever it is you're carrying right now, if you had a vehicle that could help pay that off. Like I just asked a girlfriend the other day, how much are you paying? Then at the end of the year, basically it's like $13,000, and she added up her monthly payment. I'm like, what else could you do with $13,000? Like, how long are you going to pay that off for if you had a way to get there quicker? What if there was a vehicle for your retirement? Just something that you could insulate your family's financial situation, that you could build a wall that's a cash producing asset that month after month, year after year, this income is going to grow as a result of you helping other people. And here's my best part. What if you could become the best version of yourself? So what most people don't talk about is that network marketing is a compensation plan for a personal development plan. And I personally can look back at myself 6.5 years ago and tell you that I'm unrecognizable. I mean, I was so terse, I was so rude, I was so crass, I was so self-absorbed. This business will make you a greater mom, a better wife, a better friend, a better business partner, whatever it may be, because you will take into practice things like gratitude, things like servant leadership, and most of all, a healthy mindset. So let's talk about who we are. Now this slide fires me up, y'all. I always say the secret sauce that we have is the Cougars. So Jim and Cathy are our founders. Eric is their son. And Jim and Cathy came out of retirement to create a company that was built on contribution, a company that would be full of no compromise products, that would have a compensation plan that we create more 6- and 7-figure income earners than any other company out there. It's focused on the people. That is so different than so many other companies out there. So Jim Cougar, who's been in the industry for decades, okay? He was a consultant in the industry before they came out of retirement. He knows the ins and the outs. He understands why so many compensation plans flopped, so many reasons why this industry has a bad rep. He's been there and said, we're gonna do it differently. Cathy was the #1 income earner, the #1 income earner in 3 different organizations that all got shut down. So when it comes to compliance, when it comes to learning the tools, when it comes to having systems, there's no one that's done it better. We are mentored by the mama of our company, who was the #1 income earner in so many other companies, that she has paved the way for us. Eric, our chief visionary officer, he's incredible. He's been with the company, you know, for over 10 years, but he grew up around Isagenix and just really is the legacy of this. We're privately held, we are debt-free, and our culture and community, in my opinion, is our best product. Many of us come for the nutrition. Many of us come for a weight loss solution, a body transformation, or just an overall reset. A lot of us stay for the compensation plan. We fall in love with this business model. But what will impact our lives and give you the most richest experiences is this culture, is this community. It is family felt from the top down. I mean, these pictures are real of us with the founders, because this is the type of people that they are. So I'm gonna read you the mission statement. I want you to just land, like let this land on you for a second. It's to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. I mean, that's amazing. And when you think about that, we're not trying to be the largest. We don't need to be the baddest bully on the block, right? The most trusted, the most respected, that we take care of our people, that the products have what's said on the labels, what's in the ingredient, right? And that we're gonna leave people better than we found them, both physically and financially. So let's go through just some fast facts of Isagenix. As I said, we're 18 years old, right? We established in 2002. We're open in 14 international markets and growing. So this is a global opportunity. Who do you know in Australia? Who do you know in Canada? Who do you know in Mexico? Who do you know in New Zealand? Who do you know in the UK, right? It goes on and on. We have over 75 world-class products. We have done over $7 billion in cumulative sales. $3.2 billion has been paid out in commissions. Do you guys hear that? $3.2 billion has been awarded to the commissions. And that income is available because we don't have retail. We don't pay for advertising. We are the advertising, right? There's no brick and mortar stores that you have to keep the lights on and hire employees and all of that. That goes to us. There's over 317 cumulative millionaires. I am one of them. I'm number 305. I mean, that's amazing to think that we have nearly 320 people that have earned a cumulative of 7 figures. I did it in about 5 years with Isagenix, you guys. As someone who was making $30,000 to $40,000 a year in my nutrition practice, you do the math on how long that would have taken me to earn the same income. And that income, it's not about the money. It's about what you can do with the money. It's the fact that I have paid off my debt, my student loans. It's the fact that we have traveled around places. It's the fact that we can give more, that we have been able to contribute more than I've ever been able to, that I can volunteer my time, and to be partnered with a company that feels the same. Isagenix has done over $30 million in product and monetary donations around the world. And if I didn't already say it before, our products are backed by science. But here's what I want you to realize right now. Word of mouth is the name of the game. We are programmed to ignore ads. Think about how many ads you saw today on Instagram, on Facebook, how many sponsored posts, right? And you're ignoring them. You're ignoring them. You're like, tune that out, tune that out. It's gonna make me buy something, right? Tune it out, tune it out, tune it out. And think about the way that we are getting information today. Forget the white pages, but we don't even go to Yelp anymore. Like, I post on Facebook For information, we're buying a patio umbrella. And I was like, tell me your favorite patio umbrella. I could be on the low side or Home Depot, but I'm asking for referrals because people trust people. So when you have an amazing transformation like Cathy, what'd she say, 48 pounds release? Who's not going to trust her when she talks to people? She's a walking billboard. Look at Paige's transformation. You know, when she can talk to people about what has happened, when she's not teaching her classes, when she's not able to be at charity events right now, and how she is creating a sustainable income for her, people buy things from people they know, like, and trust. This entire industry is based on word of mouth, and it is up to us to build relationships with people because that's what they're looking for today. So just briefly on our products, we have no compromise products. They are responsibly and ethically sourced, rigorously tested. We have 2 clinical studies, research that's peer reviewed, right? They're objective data that shows our products work. But here's what our bread and butter of the products are. We talk about adaptogens, intermittent fasting, and cleansing, okay? We have pioneered this. And so what's super trendy and full of buzzwords right now, we're like, we've been doing this for 2 decades. Where are you guys at? So we've perfected it because we pioneered it. So when you think about your body being stressed out, we're here to help. When you think about how can you actually get through an intermittent fasting day, we are here to help. But what's most important is as much as what we take, what we put in, we also take out. You don't have to worry about things because we're a completely gluten-free company. There's nothing artificial. It's soy-free. We have vegan-friendly, plant-based options. It's kid approved. You guys, if you can get a teenager to drink a protein shake, can I get a hallelujah, right? Like little kids are like, oh mom, can I have your shake? I mean, if you want to send your kids on Frosted Flakes or a nutrient dense, you know, immune boosting, full of vitamin mineral breakfast, what choice are you going to give them? And the kids are picking the products. Like we don't even have to like, hey, I'll buy you ice cream later if you drink your strawberry shake. They're going to do it anyways. And so I'm going to show you a little bit of our business model, but I want you to leave yourself with this thought, okay? I asked you about what would it be like if you could pay off that debt? What would it be like if you could go on that vacation? What would it be like to not be stressed out exchanging time for money? What would it be like to have residual income? And I want you to just remind yourself that if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you will work until you die. I did not come up with that. Warren Buffett did, but I agree with it wholeheartedly. Residual income, passive income, the business of the 21st century is so, so, so important. And so I'm going to stop the screen share here. And hopefully you guys can just tell me here in a second that you can see the whiteboard. Jenny or Laura, can you guys maybe give me like a yes, I can see?
I'm unmuted. I'll tell you, girl.
Okay, can you see it? Can you see the whiteboard okay?
I can.
Okay, awesome. So this is what I'm going to show you guys, okay? I want you to understand that we get paid multiple ways in Isagenix, okay? I mean, we get paid with bonuses, we get paid residually, we get paid up front, and I know that can be overwhelming, so don't feel like you have to learn this all at once, okay? You're going to earn and you're going to get paid to learn the process. However, the beginning part of our compensation plan, this is what we do over and over and over again. So this is what's going to take you from possibly making a couple $100s a month to a few $1,000s a month or multiple $1,000s a week when you perfect this and you do it over and over and over. There's an amazing, amazing extended video that can show you how to earn 5 figures in our upfront bonuses. It's a 14-minute video that any one of us can send you. So if you are saying like, okay, show me more about this, I need to learn more about this, reach out to whoever had invited you on this so we can follow up with some more information. But I just want to show you the basics tonight, okay? So let's say Laura, right? Laura's so excited. She just committed. Hold on, that's because of the light. She's saying you can't see it. Hold on. Hold on. I see you. I hear you. I have to bring it closer. The light that was plugged in, I think, was dead. Hold on. I'll switch pens. Everybody needs to just have another drink right now. Have another sip of your cocktail. Mine's only water, but somebody else drink something fun. Okay. Let me try again. Can you see that? Okay, so Laura has just committed to her value system. And for right now, we're going to use the value system as the example because it has the highest retention in the company, right? Not just with customers having an amazing product experience, but also if you start to look at this as a business, this is a business presentation, you want to have the highest retention so that you're getting the highest residual income. So for the sake of this example, if we are talking about the value pack, right? Laura is going to hop in with a system that replaces over 78 meals, comes with our youthful aging vitamins, a container of our greens, salty snacking options, fat burning chocolates, right? All the goodies. Her system is $599. Now I'm gonna talk to Laura and say, I need you, honey, to get 2 accountability partners. Here's the reality. If I say I'm working out at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, it's not going to happen. I'm going to snooze. I'm like, I don't have anywhere to be. I'm going to have coffee. I'm going to scroll on Facebook. And by 8 o'clock in the morning, I'll probably actually get my butt down to the Peloton. However, if, you know, Laura was like, we're working out at 5 a.m., we're taking this class, and I committed to Laura, I'd be at 4:45. I'd be ready to go, right? I'm not going to stand her up. So we always talk about 2 accountability partners. You're going to have a better experience when you do this with someone. So let's just say, for the example of this, Laura's going to have her husband do it, and she's going to have her best friend from college. So her husband, and of course, if Laura's doing this, and she's going to come out of quarantine all skinny mini and feeling fabulous, her husband's like, well, I don't want to have the dad bod, okay? And her best friend from college, who's like a chronic dieter, right? They've done every cleanse, every juice cleanse, every fast together. She's like, all right, here's the program. Let's do it together. As a result of Laura sharing with her husband and her college bestie, Isagenix gives you referrals. Isagenix is going to give upfront bonuses for saying thank you for inviting your friends and family to Isagenix. Now, because they're going to do the system that Laura did, right? People do what other people have done. Isagenix is going to give a $100 referral for her husband, and you guys can't see that, huh? Did that cut off, or can you still see it? $100 for her husband and $100 for her best friend, okay? Now here's what's awesome. If you get 2 people started in the same week, these bonuses double. So instead of earning $100 for her husband, she's actually getting $200 back. And instead of earning $100 for her best college friend, she's earning $200 back. So far, Laura has already earned $400 in bonuses. Plus, as a result of finding 2 people, this is the first level of leadership that you hit in our company, she's going to earn an additional $100. So she has $500 back. That means her initial system was $99. Those 78 meals delivered directly to her door is going to be $99 just for finding 2 people, just for having 2 accountability partners. But here, you guys, it gets better. So we are going to pay this forward. We are so committed to showing other people how to look their best life, how to feel amazing, right? How to get on the Eat for Free program. Laura is going to show her husband how to get 2 of his golf buddies healthy. She is going to tell her friend from college how to help 2 of her neighborhood moms how to get healthy. And they're going to earn $100 for finding their 2 people. But Laura earns another $100 for each of them for duplicating. Now she's up an additional $200, so her total so far is $700. And if she does that within 60 days, right, this little triad, 2 people that find their 2, she earns an additional $250. That the total is $950. And what I need you to see about this is Laura personally sponsored 2 people. Laura personally referred her husband and her college bestie. And then by helping them do it in a certain time frame, she not only has her pack completely paid for, but she has next month paid for, or she's got money to buy all new skinny clothes because nothing's gonna fit, right? Just like Cathy lost 48 pounds. I mean, not in the first month, but she had to go shopping. Laura's gonna do the same thing. So when you do this over and over and over and over again, this is what grows from earning a few $100s to a few $1,000s, okay? But now I want to show you something else. I want to show you where it gets a little bit better. So give me just 1 second. Hopefully I can keep you in the window here to be able to see this. So here's what I want you to see. So Laura joins with her system, right? She loves these products. So she had her husband start and she had her college friend start. Well, then she went and told her dog walker and she told her sister. And then she told her mom and then she told her other sister, right? Laura's loving the products and she's sharing. But here's what starts to happen. Other people begin to share. So let's say that her dog walker loves these products, right? And she tells all kinds of people. And this tree becomes a jungle because they're all referring. They're all sharing Isagenix. We get paid unlimited levels in Isagenix. And Isagenix is a binary compensation plan. We build 2 teams. And I tell you this because if you're on this call and you've ever done network marketing before, and you've heard things like stair-step breakaway, you have heard things like multi-level marketing, you've heard unilevel marketing, often those are red flags that people are not making the money that they're worth because at some point they stop paying you and they reallocate that money differently. In Isagenix, we get paid every single referral in your organization, unlimited levels. We also bank our volume. It never flushes. It never goes away. At the end of the month, they don't say start over. The only thing you have to do is order your products every single month, right? By using the products, by staying committed to a healthy lifestyle, right? This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. For me personally, it's the only thing I've done every single day for nearly 7 years, right? The shakes go in my body. The vitamins go in my body. The greens go in the body. I detox my body, once a month, just like I deep clean my house, whatever that looks like. That is your only overhead, is to invest in a lifestyle, and you can benefit from everybody in your organization. So if you're looking at this right now and being like, is now my timing? If you secure your spot before the dog walker comes in, you will benefit from all of that. If you're thinking, sitting here waiting, like, oh, I don't know, well, you're going to miss people that are joining because every single day we are growing. Every single day, people are wanting to be a part of this. So when people ask me, why did I walk away from a nutritionist practice? Why did I walk away from my boot camp business, from all these other jobs? It was math. I saw this opportunity. I saw the upfront bonuses, but I saw the residual income. I saw the lives that I could impact. I saw the ripple effect of this. And by doing it over and over and over and over, right, that you can truly have leveraged income, that you can create residual income. And so along the way of building this team, I showed you that little bit of getting your products paid for, and I promised you a 14-minute video that we can send you to truly show you what that 5-figure bonus looks like. But here's what I'm gonna leave you with right now and close with, okay? Many of you are already using our products. Many of you are already customers, and you're asking yourself, how can I get on the Eat for Free program? Okay. Many of you are already customers in saying, you know what, I don't know if I want to go back to work in a few weeks, right? Or maybe my income had been affected and I'm looking for additional streams of revenue. Maybe you want to have an extra day off, or you want to stop doing a bartending job when you're allowed to go back to it, or you want to stop an Uber drive or something to be able to do this, right? And some of you are brand new. Some of you, this is the very, very, very first time you've had a look at Isagenix, and we are so grateful that you're here. We are so grateful that you are listening and learning more about how to eat food that's going to make you incredibly healthy as the only investment into a business model with unlimited income producing, with an unlimited income producing potential. So this is where I want you to ask yourself where you're at, probably an A, B, or C, right? So if you're a C, you're a little bit like, I don't think that's for me. I don't have a lot in savings right now. This is probably not the best time for me to get started. Or like, oh, I'm really overwhelmed. I've got XYZ going on. I just don't think I'm ready. That's okay. I promise you guys there's no pressure. There's no hard closes, and we mean that. Stay in touch with whoever invited you on this call. I personally feel that busy people do this really well, right? And there's never a perfect season for this, and we can figure out how to create a path for you. But for whatever reason, in your heart and in your gut, if you say it's not my right timing, that's okay. We're not going anywhere. Maybe you are a B player, right? And you're like, all right, I want to learn a little bit more about that. Maybe send me that video, or, I want to try the products. I want to kind of invest in my nutrition a little bit and see if it works for me. Great. There is no cost to join Isagenix except for what you want to consume yourself. So try some shakes, try some cleanse, try, you know, our happy juice, our stress support, whatever that is, and take a look at this. And if you're an A, you are like, I am ready, I'm running, I'm the next six-figure income earner, like, let's go. And I want to personally be able to welcome you to the team and be able to welcome you to this community and this company. This by far is the best decision I have ever made. And so I wasn't totally positive I was going to share this or not. And I promised you guys 45 minutes. So hopefully I can have like 2 minutes extra of your time. But I don't believe any of us have a crystal ball on life. None of us know what life is going to look like in 90 days, in 9 months, right? In 9 years. None of us know. When I joined Isagenix, my life was so upside down. People left and right all day long asked me to tell my story because I have been there. I have been there when I worked 80 to 100 hours a week trying to make ends meet and I couldn't get ahead. I have been there when I was so buried in debt, over 100 grand in credit card debt and student loan debt, and running out of hours to pick up another job. I have been at rock bottom. When I started Isagenix, I had just gone through a terrible breakup and I was sitting in a brand new apartment with no furniture, no kitchen stuff, every credit card maxed out, begging my sister to transfer me a few $100s until the weekend so I could make a little extra money and pay her back. That's how upside down I was. And when I learned about this company, I said, well, first of all, I love health and wellness and I can get behind these no compromise products. And then I saw the compensation plan and I knew with every cell in my body that if I didn't do this, my life was never going to change. Something had to change. I also knew that nothing like this was coming around in my life again. I had seen presentation after presentation and this company rocked my socks off the day I learned about it. And the day I understood the compensation plan, which is about a few days later, I've had more sleepless nights than I can imagine because this stuff keeps me up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I truly believe in my heart people are praying for us. There are people begging for our health and wellness solutions, and there are people begging for this opportunity. But I will tell you what started as a completely self-motivated path. I wanted to pay off the debt. I wanted to have Sundays off, right? I just wanted to have some breathing room. That is the only reason I joined Isagenix. And I did join for the business. I knew people would buy the shakes because I was a nutritionist, but that's what got me started, has led into the most fulfilling vehicle that I could ever have imagined. When I look at the people on this call that I would never have known, some of my best friends in life, it's because I was introduced to them because of Isagenix. I didn't even realize how much I was missing a positive community. I didn't realize how important personal development was going to be, and that changed my life. That's what we talk about with the ISA life. That is what led me to my fiance. That has created so much happiness in my life, forgiveness in areas that I didn't know I could give, and I welcome you to open yourself to that opportunity. But this vehicle, this financial model is bar none like anything else you will see. And on Mondays when we get paid, my phone goes bananas. People sending me pictures that they just bought their groceries with their ISA wallet card, that people paid off a credit card, that they made a car payment, that they're getting their products paid for, that they were able to quit a job, that they are able to go full-time soon, whatever that may be. But I look back and I think, had I not done this with our current time, I would be seriously up a creek without a paddle. Every job I had would have been affected. And this is what we talk about having a financial wall, having residual income, having security. The best gift we have is time. And when I look back over the last 6.5 years and the time I have had, that time freedom because of this vehicle, more than anything, that's what I want for people. None of us know what's coming. And ask yourself right now, is what you're doing going to create the time you want in your life? And if not, then I highly invite you to say yes to Isagenix because leveraged income will create the time that you want. So thank you, Laura, for being our beautiful MC tonight. Thank you, Jenny and Paige and Kathy, for your beautiful stories. And most of all, thank you all for giving us so much time tonight. We love you. Please reach out to the person that invited you onto the call. Ask us any questions you have. That's our Bubbles in Business. Hopefully you got a fun picture of our water-like Prosecco. We'll see you guys soon. Good night. Love you.